Yo, what's happening, guys? Hope you guys are doing awesome. Cars George here. As promised, today I'm gonna be teaching you some cool steps on how you can inspect a used car for yourself or for your family. Easy peasy. Let's get it done. So let's assume you have $5,000 budget for a car. So this car, it is perfect for you. So the first thing you wanna do when you arrive to see the car, it is you wanna see you like what you're seeing. Straightforward, take a tour around the car and see if you can find any dents. All right, you want to see dents, you want to see the rust spots, you want to see the light. There is no leaks inside of them, there is no cracks because they can be expensive to repair. You want to see any scratches like that. You want to see the bumper is not falling apart. When it's all good, let's jump into the windshield, see if there is any cracks or chips. You know, they're visible and it costs about $300 to $600 to replace it in this car. Then let's jump into the tires. Tires are expensive from $500 to $1,000. For instance, this is a winter tire. There is a lot of lines, there is a lot of, and it's soft usually. How do we know if it's a good tire or no good tire? You see these treads? You want to make sure there is enough tread so you can drive. Like this car here, it has enough tread so you can pass at least 2 winters with these tires. So these tires are good to go. If they're not good to go, make sure to remember that so we can bring the price a little lower. So now we like what we see, so let's jump into the interior. The interior, it is the juicy part. So let's say this car, it is not cleaned up, it's not like a sign, it's not well taken care of. So you want to make sure that you want to try everything inside. I'm gonna show you. Let's hop in and put the key in the ignition, turn it on, and let's confirm the mile. Let's say the claim there is 150,000. You want to make sure there is 150,000, not more, and maybe less. That's better for you. All right, second thing, we want to test the switches. This is important and it can be pricey to replace. Passenger side, rear passenger side, and here we go. All of them are working, so let's move on. Let's test the blower fan if it works. It works. Radio. You are good. So far so good. Let's give it a start. When I start the car, usually see the gauges if they work. Good, temperature is good. Gasoline as well. Turn the steering, you know, just kind of do the fun things inside, right, left. See them? It's moving. The other side, it's working, so we're good. You want to make sure every button work on this car. If there is a power seat, test them out. If there is another buttons, you test them out, because everything costs money and you're here to save money. Now what I'm gonna do, I let the car warm up a little bit. Like this car is cold, right? So let's let it warm up and we jump into it. So now the car is hot and ready to go. It's cozy inside, it's warm, it should be warm. All right, you see the temperature? It is sticking to the middle, and that's what you want. You don't want the car to overheat. After that, we're gonna crank the heat on. Turn it on and crank it all the way to the hot side and wait for the heat. This one, it works good. All right, and let's crank it back to the cold. Let's turn the AC on. It's gonna kick in. Dang, yeah, this is getting cold, which is awesome. That's what you want to see. After that is good to go. Let's turn off the car and let's go see the mechanical side of this car. And here we go. This is the part where people lose it, right? I'm gonna guide you through that step by step. The first thing you wanna do when you open the hood, it is looking for visible damages. Like this one here, you see there is some oil leak on this sensor. This is need replacement. You want to see if there is coolant inside the bottles. And then obviously you want to see if there is good oil inside. This one looks fantastic to me, so they changed it. Transmission oil, this one, it is reddish. Usually it's red when it's clean and brown if it's old. You want to see if there is water leaks. You want to see if there is broken hoses, broken covers. Any of that means money for your side. So for instance here, there is a new alternator, it has been replaced. So the battery looks good to me, the covers looks good to me, there is no oils. Then we're gonna go underneath the car and see if we have any leaks, anything dripping. Don't be afraid to go on your knees and take a look underneath. So this is a very important step. If all look good, then we're gonna start the car and take it for a drive. I will show you what you look for when you take it for a drive. Let's start the car and do the best part of inspecting a used car. Here we go. First thing, you wanna make sure that the pedal, the brake pedal, it is not soft, because if it's soft, that means you have a leak somewhere. Second thing, let's press the brake, put it on reverse, and you don't want to feel any clunk or hear any clunk or feel any like very hard shifting, right? Let it go. See you reversing. That's good. Going forward, that's good. All right, that's not enough though. We're gonna take it outside for a drive, and when you drive in, you want to listen. And what you listen to, it is sounds metal to metal. That means there is bushing, there is suspension problem. If you don't hear clunks and metal to metal noises, that means we're good. After that, you take the car on the highway. You want to go over 60 km/h. You can't just test an automatic or manual transmission under 60 km/h. You want to make sure all the gears shift smoothly. Otherwise, it's gonna cost us a lot of money, and we don't want to spend a lot of money. So technically, we inspected the car outside, we inspected the interior, windshield and tires, and we inspected the mechanical, and we test drove the car. You want to make sure that you remember all that stuff. Like for me, I remember there is a little bit of oil, the interior is dirty, there is some rust on the car. So now I have to go and negotiate with that person. So technically, when you negotiate about a car, you don't want to underestimate the problem. So you want to get the best deal out of this car. So for this car, after what I'm seeing, the guy is asking 5,000. I'm gonna go to him and tell him, hey man, listen, there is an oil leak, there is noise when I was driving. I don't know what's noise, but it looks like suspension. There is the interior need a lot of cleaning. So now let's negotiate about the price. I'm gonna tell him that, hey, so for now you're asking $5,000. What's your lowest price? He's gonna say like $4,500. I'm gonna offer him $3,800, $3,800 for this car. It is an awesome deal. If he negotiates with me, I'm gonna stick to $4,000 to $4,200, and I will take it home. I'm sure the guy, when you tell them there is this problem on the car, they're gonna let it go for $4,000 to $4,200 to you. Alrighty. And that's how you inspect a used car, ladies and gentlemen. I know some cars require more inspection, more details than this car, but for now, we're good to go. If I forget something, please mention it in the comment section and tell me what you want to see in the next video. Love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.